Hey, what's up, everyone? Pasay Bowling here, and just like what I promised, and just like what I said on our previous uploads, mag-upload din tayo ng Philippine Basketball Association games or PBA games. PBA would actually start today, October 5th, 2025. So let's go ahead and talk about the very first game of this season. So this one would be between Magnolia Chicken Timplados going up against Barangay Ginebra, and it will be at 7:30 p.m. Manila time. Again, at 7:30 p.m. Manila time, and the venue will be at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Again, ini-invite lang natin yung mga di pa dyan nakapag-subscribe. Please click on the subscribe button. For those na bago lang talaga nakadating dito sa ating channel, we actually upload NBA and PBA predictions. But every once in a while, of course, we do other sports like MLB, NHL, and of course NFL. All right, so going back to this one, again, this is the very first game, the opening night. This will be made after the awardings. All right, may mga awardings sa ipamimigay, and right after this is the Manila Classico of the PBA. Magnolia going up against Ginebra. This is very interesting because it has always been a toss coin. You know, if you take a look at the previous times that these two met, again, it's almost, you know, Magnolia may win. Barangay Ginebra may win. You know, again, toss coin halos siya. Halos hulaan mo na lang, if you know what I mean. But of course, we will do what we can to break this one up. I'm talking about the game that we will be having today. First off, in terms of crowd, that's kind of obvious. Barangay Ginebra, as always, they do have the advantage in terms of crowd. In terms of support, sila lagi yung mas maraming support, mas maraming sigaw, mas maraming palakpak, if you know what I mean. Now, in terms of depth, in terms of call this, lalim ng lineup, I'm on the side with Barangay Ginebra in here. Barangay Ginebra, if you take a look at their lineup, may it be on their first five, their second five, man, even their third unit. Their third unit, pwede kang humugot ng dalawa doon and you can actually put them in second five or maybe even in their first five if necessary be. Now, I'm not saying na walang ganun ang Magnolia. I'm just saying mas malalim ang bench ng Ginebra. Now, in terms of offense, I'm also siding with Ginebra. Parang tatlo na yung chinek ko sa Ginebra. But yeah, in terms of offense, man, they have a lot of options whenever we talk about offense, whenever we talk about shooting, whenever we talk about may it be 3-point shooting or may it be the 2-point field goal percentage. Man, just take a look at the starter. I mean, not just the starters, but the players of Barangay Ginebra. We're talking about RJ Abarientos. Of course, we have Japit. We have Ahan Misi, the other Ahan, the older Ahan Misi, right? Kasi mas bata nasa Magnolia. Of course, we have sorry, what's happening to my phone? Sana may pambili na ako. Kasi wala. Cool. This is for me a huge revelation for Ginebra noong nakaraan. Grabe yung ginawa niya. Instantly nagkaroon ang Ginebra ng off the bench scoring option. And of course, not just that, we have to also take a look at Gray, Holt, man, just like I said, in terms of offense, medyo lamang talaga ang Ginebra. Now, in terms of defense, I'm on the side with Magnolia, hands down. It's not like Ginebra doesn't do defense. Iba ang depensa ng Magnolia, physical masyado. And when I say physical masyado, in a good way, alright? I'm not saying nananakit sila. Yes, in essence, yes. But again, they are too physical that the offense of their opponents are sometimes being affected already. You know, well, that's the purpose naman talaga ng depensa, di ba? Para ma-misguide mo yung opensa ng kalaban and if possible, makuha mo yung result na gusto mo with stops, rebounds. Yun ang gusto mo naman talaga. And again, Magnolia they are able to do that. They have the size to do so. They have the kind of players who are very much willing to go on the physicality that they need to grab and to give them those wins. All right. Coaching opportunity, not coaching opportunity, coaching. This is going to be very interesting. Team Cone, we all know who Team Cone is. Arguably the best coach that we have here in the Philippines, arguably, right? And if we have LA Tenorio, this is gonna be his very first time na na magko-coach. Well, pwede rin siya maglaro because he is actually listed as playing coach, right? I could remember Robert Jaworski back then, but yeah, I'm not gonna be surprised kung biglang pumasok si Tenorio dito, like, it's gonna be a close match and all that, tapos papasok sa LA to run the play. Not gonna be surprised, alright? Not expecting too much though, okay? But in terms of coaching, hands down, I'm gonna give it to Tim Cone. Tim Cone has the experience, and Tenorio was under Tim Cone. So Tim Cone knows LA, if you know what I mean. Back Alaska days, kahit nung nasa Ginebra, LA was under Tim Cone. And again, just like what I said, experience, sobrang laki ng lamang ni Coach Tim. The spread that is given is minus 2.5. That's given towards Barangay Ginebra. Is it minus 2.5? Kanina yon bago ako nag-log, bago ako nag-record ng vid. Let's take a look now. Hold up. Spread for tonight. PBA. Actually, it's now at minus 3. Tumaas ng konti. Minus 3. Okay. Minus 3 for Barangay Ginebra. I don't mind. I think Barangay Ginebra has enough to actually to win the game and to cover the spread. Again, ang pinakamalaking nakikita kong lamang ng Ginebra dito would be on the coaching side of things. LA Tenorio, I know he knows what he would be doing kasi assistant na rin siya, alin yan dati pa sa Ginebra, di ba? And at the same time sa Letran. Pero iba yung experience pa rin. LA for sure would have some sort of kaba. This is gonna be that's gonna be the very first time, and of course may adjustments pa yan between him and his players, and it's not gonna be easy, man. It's not gonna be easy. So I'm siding with Barangay Ginebra to win this game, and I'm actually kind of confident that they should be able to cover the spread. So our pick would be Barangay Ginebra minus 3. Peace out, Pasay love, and God bless.